Welcome to College Cooking with Alec, the show that brings college cooking to you. Here's the host, Alec Bryant.
Hello and welcome to College Cooking with me, Alec. We're here on the beautiful campus of UT Tyler today. It's a perfect campus, very beautiful. It's cold today. The students are great. I obviously got a free t-shirt from the Patriot Talent. Check out the newspaper and the website. Today we're going to cook sesame chicken, okay? Obviously in college for a lot of people is the first time that you have to budget and learn how to cook by yourself, how to buy groceries, how to save money. For me, it was a lot different. I went from my parents doing everything for me to having to buy groceries, get a job, pay rent, etc. So today we're going to make sesame chicken that, assuming you have all of the normal things that should be in your kitchen, such as ketchup, it will only cost around $10. To start off with what you'll need, the ingredients, you'll need ketchup, honey, some oil, sugar, cornstarch, flour, some sesame seeds if you want, some chicken, an egg, and then all the utensils. Okay, so to start, we're gonna start with taking the piece of chicken and we're gonna cut it up. Make sure you wash your hands, because that's nasty. So we're gonna start cutting this. You wanna make sure that the fat's off of it, because nobody wants to eat fat. You'll want to cut these up into small pieces. Just to, I don't know about y'all, but for me, if I eat more, like more quantities, it feels like I'm eating more. And we all know that in college you have to trick your mind because sometimes you don't eat the right amounts of what you're supposed to be eating. So we'll cut these up. Sometimes you'll want to make them bigger just to make sure that everything is equal with the sauce, etc. Okay, now that we have that cut up, we can put that to the side. And we can start making the batter. Actually, we can put these in here so it's not exposed. Okay, so we can start making the batter. Start with half a cup of flour. Dump it in here. Then you'll take one egg. Crack it. And get it nice scrambled. And you'll take half a cup of water. This is actually perfect, half a cup. You want to make sure you don't put it directly on the flour because then it gets really nasty. So you want to make sure that everything else is mixed besides the flour. Then you get 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. So, which we can actually put this right here. 1, 2, 3. Now, we are about to go to commercial break, but I will finish making this. I'll make sure to tell you what's in it, but we'll be right back. Serenity Cupcakes. Enjoy your moment of peace. Welcome back. We're making sesame chicken here. I just added 1 tablespoon of oil, and now the batter is ready to mix. Actually dump the egg in there. Put that over here, get it out of the way. You want to take the fork and you want to mix it all together. Make sure there's no chunks in it. It'll turn a brownish color. Okay. Now, sounds really gross, but you'll take the chicken and dump it in there. Next, you will want to make sure that you get batter all surrounding the chicken. Okay. So now we're going to pretend we have a stove. And the stove is heated. And we're going to, for me, I like to do as many as possible in the pan. They don't all cook at the same time, but you're just going to put them on there. Okay. You can do this different ways. You can flip them, keep flipping them, which that's the way I recommend. I actually tried different ways last night. For example, letting it sit and then going back. But while you're flipping that, you can start to make the sauce, which is very important. So you will take 1 tablespoon of honey, which for the honey, I don't really recommend you just worrying too much about how much is in it. The more honey, the better, in my opinion. So you dump that in there. Or I'm sorry, 3 tablespoons of honey. So there's 2, 3. You'll want to do this on the burner as well. Obviously, we don't have one in the studio today. So take that. I'm going to do 2 tablespoons of sugar, which obviously I'm not going to dip it in there. Okay. And a little bit of ketchup. Just like the honey, you can do this at your discretion. I know it looks gross. First time I made this, I was very unsure about it. I'm not a really big salt person. Salt or pepper, so it's sort of just kind of how much you want to do. I'll just do a little bit. So right there, then a little bit of water. Okay. Now, this is obviously heating up right now. You're going to mix it together. Now, at the same time as you're doing this, you're flipping your chicken. I know that sounds like a lot, but once you do it a couple times, you'll get the hang of it. You're flipping it, it's getting burnt. Still mixing this, making sure it doesn't once it starts boiling, it'll start, rising to the top. You don't want that, so you'll lower it. Make sure it's hot for when it's ready. Okay, so I actually have some pre-made. So I want to put it on where the raw chicken was. So we're not going to eat this, obviously, but this is what it will look like when you need to take it out of the pan. And then this is the pre-made. You will take the sauce and you'll just dump it on there. And shockingly enough, I've never done it without actually cooking this stuff, but I'm not going to eat it, I promise. This is what it actually looks like when it's ready. So, oh, I'm sorry. Don't forget the sesame seeds if that's what you want to add on to it. So, we'll dump the sesame seeds on there. Now, this meal can cost maybe $15 if you don't have the ingredients usually at your house. But put this with some rice, maybe with some of Lennon's awesome tea that he made for us yesterday, and you can